What's going on? It's Pone, guys. Now, we got the second game in the finals of the Commentator Showdown 2 right here. I told you guys I'm going to have all three of them up. This one right here was a big saggy tit disappointment to me, guys. I was so upset. I can't even put into words, man. I started off this game great. I felt like this was the game where I was actually, I was on a roll, and this was going to be the game that separates me. The one I was going to win, put me up there, tie me with the game, and, shit goes crazy. And that's what I was expecting. That was my mentality, what I was feeling. I was on the flow, everything was coming together, the planets were aligning, Jessica Alba sleeps with me, all the great, amazing, moments in the universe were coming together, and I felt like, a lot of good things were going to happen in this, you know what I mean? It's like, it was on a fortune cookie A today, guys. I had Chinese, thanks to the game teasing me on Twitter about eating Chinese. So, I started off pretty solid. I through the whole half of the game, the first half of the game, I'm holding things down, got first place, I'm a few kills in the lead, and then I suck a hard fat one throughout the rest of the game. It's not like I have a cold period, you know what I mean? For like 1 minute, I'm just getting my shit pushed in. No, I suck a hard fat one through the rest of the game, guys. So I go from first to like 6th place in like a matter of like 3 or 4 minutes. I get like 2 or 3 kills. It was so embarrassing, such a disappointment. And you know how I rage, guys. You know how I rage. So it was like I kept searching for people, and I felt like I was on my own little island with a fucking volleyball with nothing to do, and I just kept looking for guys and getting nothing. And as soon as but they'd always notice me, you know what I mean? Like, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Oh, look at that nice little ass. And they'd shoot me in the back every damn time. So it was just like it was like the momentum was there, and then just nothing came together. So, I was on a roll at the start, and then it all fell apart, man. You never know what could happen, and that's what happens. You can have your great moments, you can have your bad moments, and unless you're the game, and I think he placed first, and second, so he was destined to win this. He came with his fucking face on. He was ready. Came with his face on. That almost came out bad, guys. So he really brought his game today. He deserved to win, no matter what was happening. I knew he was going to win this. He had that mentality down that he was taking this home, and he did really, really well. And I want to compliment him on that. Markofj, Fearcrads, everybody did really well in this. A lot of those guys shocked me, like RPM and Syndicate that really popped in there. Tmartn stole in there. Not trying to be mean, but I expected TF141 Ghost to actually move on to the next one. But that goes to show that I haven't played with many of these guys. Like RPM surprised me. I've never played with Xjawz or the Game 360. I didn't know what I was going into with this. I'm a casual PS3 player. I'm not used to gaming with other guys. I've played with Fearcrads before quite a few times, and Markofj a couple times. But so it was really nice to meet these guys and see what they have. You know what I mean? Just like take a sneak at their package. I'm like, oh goddamn! So he's got some skills. I was really proud of meeting the game and a lot of these guys. There's a lot of hidden talent in this, and it's cool to put these guys against each other and see what happens. You never know what's gonna happen, and it was an amazing event. And I was glad that I placed and did solid and was able to stay on par with the game and Mark and Fearcrads. And I thought that was an amazing feat in its own, and it was something that I always felt I needed to do, and I felt like I've done that. And it was such a close game. I mean, so many things came down to it. Fearcrads wasn't really close to, well, actually, yeah. I mean, if you find the proper way to do it, Fearcrads was only, I think, a couple kills off from placing third. If you do it just right and everything aligned properly, he could have beaten me. And in the last game, you guys are really gonna enjoy the last game. I think it's like 44 kills, 43 kills, 42 kills, 41 kills. It's really, really butt-clenching tight in the last game. I didn't really know what was on the line. I really thought I was in like 4th or 5th place. I wasn't paying attention. My math wasn't on. I just wasn't ready for anything, and it was a really, really close game. And, that's what it is. I think that skill level in between some of these really, really good higher-up gamers is that it's like they're interchangeable. If somebody would have came back to me and been like, yo, Fearcrads won this, I'd be like, cool. Markofj won this. Cool. The game won this. Cool. I wouldn't be shocked at all, and it's because they have that, I can't say that there's one player that is better than any of the others. I really can't say that out of this group. I can just say that there are a lot of really great players, and I just really can never pick, like, who's better. So when I see these guys in the comment box, a lot of you guys will be like, yeah, Xjawz is the best, Sandy Ravage is the best, Markofj is the best. I'm going to tell you this right now, I don't really think there is a best. I think there are different play styles as well. Some people pub better than others. Some people play, MLG better than others. There are different kinds of play styles and different ways to be better at the game than others. And you know, I'm not afraid to admit, and still to this day, these guys are monsters, and I love playing with these guys. And we had a pretty solid game, I have to admit. You know, this is the moment. This is where my life turns upside down, and they just start pushing my shit in. So I go on this giant cold streak, and I was just like, I gotta get out of it. I gotta get out of it. And you know how my anger gets, guys. I would that have been a bitch if I would have broke this controller mid competition? Oh my god, that would have lived on forever. I would have probably gained like 1 million subs for being the kid that rage quit though. So it was quite an event, and I really it's like you get that mentality. You just get so discouraged and so upset that you're performing so badly that you're afraid that she's gonna cheat on you with some nice hot little Hispanic dude. You know, that's life, guys. Shit happens. And I was afraid of that. So I started getting angry and upset, and I was like, oh god, I'm gonna keep fucking up, and I don't know what's going on. And, you know, I just couldn't get out of this funk. They just put me in there, man. And it was just like throw me in fucking shark-infested waters. And I don't even know how to swim, so that's like easy mode. And, you know, I kept doing what I typically did. And I wasn't finding people. I was getting shot in the back a lot. I had a couple moments where I was shooting into guys, which was really, really common in this tournament, where I would actually shoot a guy, and it looks like it's enough to kill the guy. And then one guy comes behind me, shoots me with one bullet, and puts me down, and then picks up the kill. That's a one-shot. So there were quite a few moments where it was really, really good, and a couple steals, a couple kill steals were involved, and it was like I said, it was a once in a lifetime thing. I can't say it enough that it was a great test, and I was ready to play these guys. Had I have played, you know, these guys a little bit earlier, I would have got wrecked. Like I said, I wasn't used to the Xbox controller, let alone Modern Warfare 2. I haven't used either of them in a couple months, and with that being said, I was a little bumpy, but thank God to that first set that I actually, you know, made it on to actually play in the final 8, because that was enough warm up for me to get in there, and they played pretty solid, and I was proud of these guys. As a community, as gamers, I was really proud of everybody. I was glad that everybody came out here, tried their best, and they worked it together, and I think it was pretty good. Let me think of the final roster was: the game took first. Markofj took second, I took third, Fearcrads fourth, fifth was Juicetra, sixth was RPM, seventh was Tmartn, and Xjawz took eighth. And Xjawz hasn't played much lately, he was a little bit rusty. So that's what it came down to. So I still think it was an amazing game, I still think we had a lot of fun, and I hope you guys actually enjoyed it. It's looking like it's going to be on schedule for us to have one major tournament like this every month, guys. It's becoming a routine, if you will, and I'm all for it, guys. I'm excited. There's lots to be had in it. You know, there's bragging rights, there's fun, there's meeting new people, there's prizes, there's naked chicks involved. I mean, maybe not yet, but if we get enough views on this, that's very, very possible. Like I said, the possibilities are amazing, and this is where you notice that I just keep getting ran through. I keep making dumb mistakes, seizing opportunities. I was panicking there. I knew I shouldn't have pulled out the grenade. I knew I should have gone up there and taken him out, but I was so desperate that, you know, these guys are just slowly inching past me. I had the lead, and they're just slowly drifting past me, separating themselves, and then I dropped down into like 6th place or something, and then I managed to clutch out 3 or 4 kills at the end to hop me back into 4th place, and it was a close game, guys. I really disappointed in myself because I choked on this one, and but you know, that's how it is. You know, you can't win them all. You're going to have your moments where you're going to do great, you're going to do bad, and you got to face it and you got to deal with it. That's the best thing you can do. And it was a great tournament, and I can't wait to do another one. I'm hoping to get one actually set up for the PS3 where you'll get like Ronaldinho, White Boy, JX23, because I have a feeling that most of these tournaments from here on out are going to be solely based on Xbox 360. So I'd like to see one great PS3 tournament held and get all the best possible. So that's something I'm really looking forward to. I don't know if you guys would really like it, because I know a lot of the fan favorites like Fearcrads, Mark, and the game are on 360, so I don't know how that would go. Honestly, just give me your opinions on that. It's something I wanted to ask you guys, because, I mean, you'll have other guys in there that you guys will like to see, White Boy, and you got Ronaldinho's a fucking beast as well. You're going to have a lot of cool talent in there, so that's something that I was trying to propose to them, and I want to know what you guys think about that. So, you know, now that this is all said and done, I will be commentating the other one, and you will be seeing that later on tonight, and, hope you're excited for it, because it was the one that decided pretty much everything. You know, that's what's great about this. And if the game could have placed first, and it come through and pulled like 6th or something in the 3rd game, and he still could have lost 1st place. And that's what it comes down to, is consistency. And you know, that's what the game had today. That he brought his game face, he tore it up, and he did great. Markofj was great, Fearcrads was great, and you know, it could have rotated. Fearcrads could have came in. It was just such an amazing. It was so intense, so close. I was so proud of these guys, and that's what I think was amazing. Is this last game came down to like a kill separating like second and third and fourth place was so amazing, and I hope you guys are actually enjoying these, and I'll put up some more for you guys. Do me a favor, like it up, and wait for the next one tonight, guys. Get it.